Yes, sir.
SMH Podcast, episode 55.
Episode 55. We in the building today, man. We got some special guests in the building. Super special guests in the building. We got Angella.
Nice.
Clip pow.
What's up, guys?
Feel me,
How y'all
Angella.
doing?
Angela in the building, you know what I'm saying? Lil here, of course. Lonnie back. We got
sir.
Ron behind the camera. You know what I'm saying?
No one's gonna know Ron Bizzo. If you don't know, now you know.
No, you
Yes,
feel
sir.
me? You feel me? So it's a full house, a lot of energy. We started with some bops. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, I don't know what that was, but that was a bop. Got me feeling real.
Harvest Moon, nigga.
Harvest Moon. Shout
It's
out
not up on that.
Harvest
Moon.
Moon. For that bop, man.
And we're not gonna say no more or whatever.
Only copyrights.
Whatever it is, word.
But shout out y'all.
But yeah, man.
Word.
Special guest in the building. Angela, man, what's up, man? Word. What's going on with you, man?
Listen, man.
Tell
I've
him.
been living life. You said tell them what?
Tell them a little bit, you know, about what's been going on. You feel me? For those who don't know.
Okay. What's up, guys? It's your girl, Angela Katherine, a.k.a. Angella. Follow me on IG if you ain't do it already. But I'm an actress. I'm a model. I'm basically Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder had mad hats. Like, I do it all.
For sure.
I sing, dance, all of that. I'm a teacher. We outside. We do it all.
Multi-layered over
Right.
here, man.
Recording artist, all of that.
Word.
Yeah.
I just found out about the recording part, actually. I'm not going to lie to you. About the artist part. I
Music
just found
video
out.
dropping soon. Bump Queen on Spotify, everywhere. Deezer. What else is on iTunes? Everything.
Anywhere you get music, you feel
Facts.
me? What do they look up? What's your artist name?
Angela Katherine.
Angela
Everything.
Katherine.
Angela Katherine.
That's
That's who I am.
That's smooth. That's some Kendrick Lamar type shit. It's just your name. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Word.
I feel it. 'Cause
Word.
it's like, bro, that's the one thing you're born with. You know what I'm saying? You might as well go hard or go home with it. You know?
No, that's fine.
Did you ever try another name?
You know what? For one time, like, I thought I was a real bad man. Like, I said AK though. Like, AK though. Like, you know,
AK, that's
AK.
calm.
Yeah, because you're
It
the
sounds
bishop.
cool, right?
Yeah.
I just flew naturally.
Because, like, my name is Angela Katherine, so AK. And I'm like,
Yeah.
47? Nah, that's
Nah.
whack. So I'm like, okay, AK though, like Tornado.
Okay,
And then I
I
had
hear
like a
that.
bar like, AK though, Tornado, come in the diddle. Like,
Yo, that's dope.
Yeah, that's
Rap, sing,
spitting.
do both.
I do both. I do all.
Versatile.
I do everything, yeah. Yeah.
What you like doing better?
You do Afro beats?
Yo, I'm about
Would
to do
you?
Afro beats. Yes, I'm about to do drill. I'm about to
See?
do all of that.
Look
but
out for that.
my acting career is like taking off right now, so that's like taking a majority of my time. But once that, cool down a little bit, I'm gonna definitely get in the stool again. But damn, you said something. I missed what you.
I said, which one do you like doing better, singing or rapping?
I like rapping more, but I'm a newbie, so I sing. I guess I sing better than I rap, but that soon change. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna be like Fabi. I'm gonna go to Rap Cap. Just
Okay.
come out.
Nah,
You think about doing drill?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am.
Fuck it.
yo, bro, it's she out here.
There's no limit, son.
Might
what's
as
up.
well.
I feel like black people do anything, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm not. But
That's a fact.
bro,
And one thing I'll tell you too is like, don't let people box you in. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I love that mindset.
A lot of people love to say like, "Oh no, you gotta find who you are and stay in your lane." Nah, bro, I don't got no lanes. The whole street is mine. You
Yeah,
know what I
type
mean?
shit.
Yeah.
At the same time, you creating the lane. I mean, for other people
Exactly.
Or yeah, I said Afrobeats. Y'all know what I've been listening to? That's fire.
Burna Boy.
Rima, not Burna Boy. Niggas love saying Burna Boy.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Burna Boy twins.
Send me a check. Burna Boy need to send me a check.
Burna Boy twins.
But yeah, Rima. Shout out Rima. Feel good music. You know what I'm saying? Like shit that you drive to. Like you just can't be in a bad mood
Yes.
listening to him. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out Rima.
The beats go and get your blood running.
That's that shit. That's that shit. But since we're on music, we could get into a little music before we double back and talk more about what you got going on.
I love it.
We got Kendrick that dropped, and we had some more time to digest his album. At least I could say. So I want to get into that. Do y'all change Yeah, mindset. 'Cause I know last week I came in here, I said it was a 7. You know what I'm saying? I said it was borderline. But this week I'll come in after listening to it some more. I'll say it's an 8. You feel me? I'll give Kendrick an 8 on this effort.
Me, I didn't give it another listen since.
Wow.
Those other 3 or 2 listens. So it's kind of a tough listen to me, honestly. I don't think it's like music you just put on. You know?
Yeah.
You gotta really sit there and like
Pay attention.
Feel this shit.
Yeah.
It has a lot of story and a lot of meaning behind it, I feel like.
Yeah.
I like, fuck you, nigga.
Yeah, I was just thinking about We Cry Together.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's Kevin. It's not really a joint you can play around with people, but like when you play the whole album, like for what it is, like it comes on. And it's like, wow, that's a moment. You know what I'm saying?
It is a moment, yeah. I have to listen to the whole thing. I'm not gonna hold you. I ain't listen to the whole thing. Sorry, Kendrick, but I will. I'm gonna get there. I promise.
No, for sure. What have you been listening to?
Oh my gosh, Bunny Fee Bun. Sorry, I'm basic. All I listen to is like Caribbean music or like, City of Gods.
Okay.
I've been bumping that. I'm not really big on music though. I'm more so like watch TV.
Okay.
TV head, you know.
Yeah. Now we got that for you. We got more coming.
Say
Yeah,
that,
we got more coming. Word.
What's your background?
What do you mean?
Yeah, that ethnicity.
I am born and raised American, but my family's Grenadian. Caribbean gal, Spice Island, 47th Street.
Nah, that's what's up. Yeah, you just Grenadian. Word.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like basically. But as far as like music, what other things have you been listening to, Lonnie? Like what?
I've been bumping. What I've been bumping? I've been bumping a lot of Lord Monte. I forget how to say his
Lord
last
Ja
name.
Monte.
Lord Ja Monte. Yeah, he has like 4 names.
Yeah.
Bro. Hey, give me a break. Cut me some slack, man. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of his stuff. Beautifully Black. I know that's one of his albums I fuck with right now. So, yeah, bro. Joey about to drop. You know, I'm excited for that.
Word.
New music. You know?
We talked about Flatbush. You know, big up Joey Badass.
Badass.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Brooklyn Night.
For sure.
While we at it.
As far as music, like for me, Lord Apex from the UK. Shout out Lord Apex. I've been like getting into more like UK people and UK sound.
Ain't got bars, man.
For sure.
Not just drill out there. It's a lot of other stuff, you know.
I also went back too, and I've been like getting into Prince.
Ooh.
Yeah, yo, Prince. I love this song named Controversy.
Yeah.
Controversy. So you need to watch the music video.
Controversy.
We'll play it after for you.
Okay, good. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, Controversy is cool. I love that track. And really just the whole Purple Rain album. So I've been trying to listen to it myself to see what people love so much about it, and like I get it. I also see that Childish Gambino drew a lot of inspiration from Prince. So a lot of the Childish Gambino shit that I love is derivative from Prince.
I hear it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
High key. That's fire though. Speaking of Childish Gambino,
let's go.
Do you watch Atlanta? Or have you watched any of the recent?
Okay, so the people on Flatbush gonna kill me because they definitely work on Atlanta too. I have not watched Atlanta yet, but I will. I promise I will. I've been busy. I'm sorry. But shout out to Donald. He just did an interview with Quinta, LeBron, and a few other people, and he was talking about Flatbush misdemeanor, so that was calm. But I definitely will support Atlanta. I love the other episodes. The other seasons was fire. I feel like they took a little while though. I'm bugging that they took a little break, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
because of the pandemic as well.
That's what it was. I figured, yeah.
Yeah.
But definitely gonna get into that.
One thing I love about Atlanta, and this kind of goes into Flatbush misdemeanors as well, is the dialogue. Like with Flatbush misdemeanors, like you don't really ever feel like it's too scripted. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about it. Like they use lingo that, like you could tell, like the people working behind it, like really have an ear to like what's going on. You know, and it doesn't feel scripted. Like a lot of the humor is like office humor, like The Office. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's something like with Atlanta that's cool too, because with Atlanta, like you have situations where it doesn't feel heavily scripted. You feel like you could be in that moment. And I feel like once you do that in film, you just make it super relatable. Like, that's when like the best scenes happen to me.
Absolutely. It's so, like, I feel like the storyline is genuine because it's like real shit. It's real niggas doing real shit in Atlanta, trying to hustle, trying to grind,
Trying to get their career up, managers.
Get their career up, all of that.
All that, yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we need more shows like that, because honestly, I'm tired of seeing shows that's heavily scripted. I don't relate to it, and it's like the generations to come, they're gonna look at it like,
Yeah.
what are y'all doing? Can we like change it up? So you seen a lot of different shows come into like Apple TV or like Prime and stuff, Disney Plus, all of them extra shits, Paramount, all of that.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's the streaming wars going on. Pick a side. Like, streaming wars.
A lot of wars going on.
A fact.
For sure.
Fact.
For sure.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that's important with film. Like, just making it feel natural. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, get into like a little bit like you know, of behind the scenes of like Flatbush Misdemeanors. Like, how is it?
We're working season 2 coming.
So season 2 is officially dropping June 17th on the Showtime app, on Hulu, wherever you watch Showtime. It's dropping June 17th, and then June 19th is dropping on TV. So, behind the scenes of Flatbush, honestly, it feels like home. I'm from Flatbush, born and raised, like Kills County. What you know, Kings County. That's
yeah.
That's what they call
Biggie
it.
from there too.
Yeah.
Jordan,
What?
I think Michael Jordan also from there too. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
really?
Yeah.
Big.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Tupac was born in
yeah.
Brooklyn.
What?
Yeah, keep going. Come
He was
on.
born- oh, I didn't know that.
Stop speed. No, I don't know.
I did not know that.
Brooklyn from the legends.
Word.
But
But yes, so behind the scenes, it's a lot of I guess it's very free.
Yeah.
We're able to play. I love that the most. Like, you feel like you could take your experiences that you felt your whole life. Like, for me, born and raised Flatbush, like I was telling you before, and I always dreamt of like being on a show that's similar. I didn't know Flatbush was even a thing.
Yeah.
It started as a web series, and so to see the nuances of the web series transform on TV is great. Like, they build some sets, but majority of it is filmed in Brooklyn or Flatbush specifically. We know we be blocking up y'all streets. I'm so sorry. But yeah, damn, there's so much I could say. Like, where do I start? Like, what specifically?
Okay, like the cast. How's the cast members?
I love the cast. Oh, Kristen Dodson. She plays Zaina. She's amazing.
Yeah, I love
Love
her.
her.
She's great.
She's so funny.
Yeah.
She's from Brooklyn, from East New York, I believe.
is most of the cast from the city?
Yeah, Hassan Johnson, who plays Drew, he is from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. Kristen's from Brooklyn, and it's basically about a show with the guys. They're not from Brooklyn, obvi, but they come and they find themselves in some interesting situations in Flatbush. But yeah, I don't even know if many people are from Brooklyn.
Okay, it's cool. It's cool. It's
Yeah.
alright. It's alright.
Like, that's a good question.
So how did you land the role? And let's start with that. How did you land the role?
So, okay, straight out, I graduated school 2020 during the pandemic. Oh my God, so sad. So then from there, I got an agent, and then I got the audition notice. And in my slate, I was like, I told them who I was. I was like, Angella Katherine, 5'7", born, raised, and based in Flatbush, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And then literally, they told me that, whatever that was.
You put the GLTT
Yes,
in the...
I said like I did it, but I did it cute. You know what I'm saying? So they know that I'm about it, but I'm still, I could reel it back.
That's
Yeah.
Because with casting, you gotta show them everything, because they don't really. They gotta see it. If they don't see it, they're not gonna believe it. So I'm like, yeah, from Flatbush, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, let me show you the nature, the playfulness of us.
No,
And
for sure.
And for the people that don't know, what role do you play, and what character do you play, and how do you relate to her?
Yes.
You do.
So my character, originally I auditioned to be Dami, which was my friend Zuri Reed's. She plays Dami on the first season, and I didn't get that role after the callback, but then it was like, hey, we actually have another role. So that role is Amaya, and she's way more like me than the other character was. She's a girl from Brooklyn. She's fly. She dresses to the T. You know what I'm saying? Like, she cares about, you know, her friends. She's super loving, but at the same time, she's very blunt. You know, she's a stoner. So she's kind of like, she with the shit. She with it all. You know what I'm saying? She is, well, I can't give no spoilers.
No, for sure.
But this season...
Wait, y'all still filming? Or
no, we wrapped. So it's dropping June 17th on Showtime. But like this season, you're able to see more of her and her story and her background, I guess. Because before, first season, you only saw her for those 2 episodes. So in those 2 episodes, she showed herself as, you know, the funny, bubbly, outgoing friend, but at the same time, she will defend herself and her mans, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So this season, you get to actually see that in a bigger light. You know, you see her in school, you see what she does for a living. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so did you grow into that role, or was that the plan from day one?
No, it was totally like growth. Like, I stayed, you know, cool with the executive producers and everybody on the set. It was just good vibes, always good love and energy. And to this day, they always tell me, like, you always make us feel special. And that's how I want to be felt. So that's how I want to feel, if that makes sense. I don't know what English that was. But when you treat people like that, it's only right they bring you back, because they want to sit down with you. They want to be at the table with you. So they brought me back. And now I'm the best friend this season. So I'm grateful.
That's so dope.
Really grateful.
And you know what's so cool? Like, before you said like, cause we all know like the craft of it. You know, like of being an actor is hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's tough. Remembering your lines and you know, like, those things is tough. Like, it's a lot of practice with it. And like, before you said any of those things, you said it was just, you know, like, lighting up the room first. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
That's the first thing, because it's like, who's gonna want you in the room if they don't feel like you're gonna bring light to it? It's already dark. How we gonna illuminate it? Ooh, see the lights just...
Yo, you talking? You
found it. Talking about
God said, yeah. Yeah, I told her that.
Talking about shit.
Word. You feel me? But that definitely goes to show you, like, you know, just being a good person first.
Yes.
Is like so important. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think like if they're good at something, like, could be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, bro. Like, feel me? Like, it's still a level of like, you know, being punctual and coming in and remembering people's names. Like, like little things like that will get you to where you gotta be as well.
Yes,
you know what I'm
being genuine, being a good human being. In this world, it seems very evil, and obviously it is, but like, that's not how you win at the end of the day. Like, you can manipulate, scheme, lie your way into so many things, but at the end of the day, that's not gonna last, because everything's gonna always come to light. But yeah, and that's a running theme on Flatbush this year. Everything will come to light, and so we finally see what Amaya gets into and how that plays out.
Nah, yo, I'm excited.
Yeah,
this gonna be dope.
Season 2.
I'm sorry, guys. I can't give no spoilers. I don't want to get sued. I'm not even rich yet. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good. But other than that, what are some other things you got going on other than Flatbush? I mean, y'all just finished, but
we just wrapped. Yes, so season 2 wrap in the books. Right now, I'm about to gear up to release my music video for my first rap single called Queen. Yes, Queen, Kaween,
Queen, okay,
by Angella, Katherine. And it's gonna be dope. Like, it's set in like a mansion. Oh, I don't want to get no... Damn, I'm gonna just spoil it. Whatever.
It's your music video. There's no NDAs on that.
Yeah, I can spill tea. Set in a mansion, and it's like... It's a... What do you call that? Like a Madame's lair. So there's a whole bunch of beautiful queens, and we basically we're the kings, if that makes sense. We're the head of the palace, and we get to see the wild things that happens when the lights go off. For the queens, because we have 2 sides. God made a queen, not to be confused with a bad bitch. So we have bad bitches and queens. You know what I'm saying?
This shit like my type of music video. Word. Content I would love.
I love it. Yeah, y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. It's featuring a few special guests, my friends, my good friends, Instagram people. Y'all gonna like it. Y'all gonna like it.
Nah, for sure. We gonna be tapped in. You feel me? The network gonna be tapped in.
Yes.
That's what's up. There's so much different things you got your hands in. Like, what keeps you grounded?
What keeps me grounded is my spirituality, honestly. And like just the experiences that I've gone through, never forgetting where you are, who you are, and where you came from. I feel like those things really like define you and your character.
Yeah. But
I also like to do normal things. Like there's stuff other than acting and like, music and things like that. I like to, go to the beach, be one with nature. I feel like that really grounds me.
Facts.
Just enjoying the beauty that's around me in this scary world. Yeah, man. Going out with my friends. Well, that's not really grounding. That's turning up. But you know what I mean? That grounds me too. That's right. I love to dance. I'm Caribbean, so that like helps me release something and just feel very good afterwards. But yeah.
No, that's dope.
I had so many things. I'm like, I don't want to really ramble.
Nah, I feel you. You was just talking about parties too, like Caribbean parties in New York, right? Like people from out of state like talk about them like, nah, I gotta go to a New York party, like, and we just be like, yo, it's a regular Saturday night. Word. But like people be fiending to be in them spots, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yes, they be booking plane tickets to come. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a fact. What's the word?
No, I'm saying the shit gonna stop and fall.
Okay.
Cool.
We don't want to go to next. What other shows do you watch other than?
What do I watch?
Yeah, what do you watch?
What other, is that the only role you landed? Like, what other shows have you featured in?
Oh, okay.
Where'd you get your start at? Things of that nature.
Yeah, let's talk about
this
that.
is gonna be edited, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not perfect. It has to be.
Yeah, no,
perfect.
It's the
Okay,
SMH podcast.
We're SMH, so we.
Yo, I'm here like, cause I'm thinking. Okay, perfect. All right. So, so the few shows that I've done. Besides like the little films and the indie things, I've done Sexy Beast, which is on Netflix. That was my first real gig, and that's a reality show. Basically, I dressed up as a meerkat and I dated a dragon, so that's very interesting.
Yeah, that sounds odd.
Yeah, it was really interesting. Sexy Beast, Netflix, season 2, episode 1. Check it out. That was a very interesting experience. I have a whole video on YouTube. Also, I'm on YouTube, Angella, Katherine, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Subscribe, show some love.
Thanks.
But yeah, I have a whole video detailing that. It was insane. It was crazy. I had to fly to London by myself. That was the first time I ever quarantined. That was the first time I ever flew on a plane by myself. Ooh.
Well, goddamn.
But yeah, like it was that crazy. Like it felt like that was happening to my life. You know what I'm saying? Like the scary path that I was forging, it's actually coming true.
Yeah, because you didn't know what was coming forward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know where you want to be, but you don't really expect it to come until it is here, and it's like, oh shoot, I have to buck up now because things are gonna change, and change is uncomfortable. Change is hard. But so yeah, Sexy Beast, rambling. Sexy Beast, I was in that, as well as currently I am, I guess, filming Apple TV show. So that's gonna be fun as well. It's called Lady in the Lake.
That's in New York?
That's in Baltimore.
Okay.
That's in Baltimore. But yeah, man, it's gonna be great. It's Lupita Nyong'o, Natalie Portman. They're headlining, and a whole bunch of other beautiful actors. So it's gonna be dope. I feel it. It's our season, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's what I'm talking about.
Flatbush, we keep going up.
Nah, that's what I'm talking about.
Do you see yourself producing your own film or
Absolutely.
in the future?
Right now, I'm taking over like New York, for lack of a better term, trying to get into doors and forge connections so that I can get the money I need, as well as the team and like the guidance, the mentorship, because it's not easy and I don't want to jump into it willy-nilly. So I definitely want to create those connections to help. But I definitely want to produce. I write as well. I'm currently writing my series. I want to say it's gonna be called Chronicles of a Christian Girl, or Chronicles of a Church Girl, matter of fact, because there's a negative stigma on church girls, and I understand, and so we're gonna show both sides, just like my music video. I just love to see both sides, the juxtaposition of life. It's very interesting.
Yeah, duality and things that's what.
Yeah.
I get into that a lot, like in my writing, like with music or poetry. Like I like to talk like from the negative and the positive too.
Because they're both real, and we all experience. You can't say, I never been negative. I never did nothing toxic in my life.
It's a full spectrum, and that's kind of what I don't like about like how on the internet like people hold like celebrities and shit like up to such high standards, and it's like, bro, like you ain't perfect, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
who are you? You really talking about them in the comments? Like, go get your money up. Sorry.
Chase the bag.
Yeah,
chase the bag.
Don't chase the likes, because at the end of the day, that's literally what they chasing. They want to get recognition and likes and validation. But anyway.
But yeah, we back. Yeah. So you said something interesting earlier about like how in your audition you was just like glit and you was like, you feel me, like getting really into it and stuff like that. Like I wanted you to like get into that more about just like how important it is being yourself and stuff.
So it's so funny because before we started, I was telling you in my undergrad there's like voice classes and acting classes. They're obviously majority catered or centered around white stories and white voices. And so naturally, they want you to learn how to maybe dial back your accent, dial back your roots, and learn standard American dialects, standard American history. That's in school, the educational system.
I used to go to speech class as well when I was young.
Exactly. So you already know, right? But with that, Flatbush was the first role that I've ever booked, and I literally used my native tongue, my everyday lingo, everyday language, and it just goes to show you being who you are and remembering who you are, where you come from, like I said before, it can get you into these rooms and just allow you to be your most authentic self so that you don't really have to play. Like, you don't really have to play something. You can just find the truth in your character and be and expound upon that and maybe, change a few things, maybe the way you walk, the way you do a certain talk or whatever, but it'll still be the essence of you. And it'll be easier for you to shine on camera. No,
that's a fact. That's a fact. I always felt like even with like podcasting and stuff, I never felt like this was work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? Never felt like that. So like, how do you feel about method acting? You know what I'm saying? Recently, one of these rappers I really fuck with called Action Bronson. He came out and he said he was offered a role to be in Euphoria. But he was gonna be a drug dealer selling drug to kids, and he didn't want to do that because he didn't feel like he had the spirit for it to portray that in that medium. So yeah, go into like how you feel about method acting as a whole. Like,
so method acting and morals kind of like get blurred. Just like your example, like Heath Ledger, when you start actually feeling like you are this character and you do have to do these unhealthy things in order to show it on camera, I feel like it can get dangerous. For me, I don't like method acting personally. I just, because it's hard to get out of. Some people, unfortunately, like Heath, R.I.P., can die from it. They take drugs for it, And it's just like, for me, I feel like your imagination is enough. You are enough. Your vessel is enough. It can be transformed. It doesn't have to be broken down in order to be authentically, the character.
Yeah.
So I feel like using your imagination is more my steed. I don't really like method acting. It's very scary. Very scary. Unless it's like, light method. Like, there's method and there's light method. Like, okay, let's say you gotta be a boxer, you're gonna actually obviously have to train. So that's some sort of method acting that is appropriate. But as long as it's not damaging you or like, dangerous to you.
Yeah, word. You have any examples like some crazy method actors? Yeah.
Nah, not off the top of my head. I can't think of. But Heath Ledger is definitely one that I thought of. One for real.
Yeah, facts. His story is just so like, you know, I don't know. It also goes into like, 'cause I was talking to my friend Anika about like trauma porn, about like how people like will like, you know, replay like movies, or like actually like movies will get greenlit that are about like the plague of, you know, the black experience or whatever the case may be, like the black plight, I mean. And those are the movies that get greenlit before, you know, like shows like Flatbush Misdemeanors that, you know, show like, you know, what it's just like being a normal person in Flatbush. Like we don't have to, you know, sometimes it's like we don't have to identify with that struggle all the time.
Exactly.
You know, so yeah, like what y'all think about that? You know what I'm saying?
Why can't the nigga just be happy?
Yeah,
like Pursuit of Happiness could have been just, you know what I'm saying?
Like
Will Smith picking up his son.
Bro, they done made me watch. They made me watch 12 Years a Slave in school. They made me watch 12 Years a Slave. When I was young, and this is what I was speaking about earlier. Like I mixed English with Creole and French. So like I just had a heavy like Haitian tongue, and then like I would go into French, and like my concept of language was all mingled. So they put me in these speech classes, you feel me, and they really broke down everything, like made sure like, and I still like do speak like that because I really was trained like a different way, and I don't, you know, I kind of don't like it, you know what I'm saying, because it's like I was so young, and when you're so young, it's impressionable, and they change it up.
You don't know what they're actually doing, but it's like, you know, it happened, so it's like, how can we make the best of it? Yeah. Shoot, now we know we could code switch nice.
Yeah, all it down.
Like, it's really a craft, and you just mastered it. But I fully understand what you mean, for sure. What was the? Wait, you had a question attached.
I did have a question before.
It was about the black trauma.
Oh,
yes.
I guess watching it, we're reliving the trauma pretty much.
Yeah.
So
you
stuff like Get
porn.
Out, you know.
Trauma porn.
Like,
trauma. Yeah.
That's very true. My pastor actually said that, like, people watch the porn that they may not have healed from, that has happened to them, and I was just like, that actually makes a lot of sense. Like, watch the history of someone who's, you know, had that happen to them, and, you know. But anyway.
Word.
Check on your strong friends.
Yeah, check on your strong friends. Because, no, it's true. And I've been looking at that a lot, like, since, like, recent. Sometimes you see people, like, start to move different, and so you got to move accordingly. But it's like, damn, like, it doesn't have to be that way. Like, you miss your friends. You miss how it was.
You may not understand why they moving like that.
Yeah.
Word. That's a fact. I just think people just need to be like more empathetic.
Yes.
In general, you know, like you did say like how it's like a dark world. You feel me? Which I definitely agree on. But like, you know, like you got to bring certain life into the room. Like if you want, you know, people to fuck with you or you want, you know.
Yeah. I mean, we watched a man. Well, that's what was recorded. We watched a man die. Officer's knee on his neck. Like. Yeah. I feel like, first of all, stop killing us. First of all, like, Black Lives Matter. That's what I'm gonna scream to the day, you know, is done. But like, I don't know. I just feel like with, you know, movies like that and trauma and all of that thing, it's great to highlight what has been done to us, but it's also good to celebrate what can be. And so like shows with like Flatbush, I feel like got a great push and got a green light.
Yeah, same thing.
Because it was, we need that now, especially after all that happened. We need that hope, and not only like, you know, religious hope, spiritual hope, but like just tangible hope that you could just watch.
That
and be
you
like,
could see, you could sit and just watch. You know, just, you know, black people get into it without having to be Don Dada. You know what I'm saying? Like, feel me? Like,
Don Dada
or LeBron James. You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh my gosh, so we could talk about that. They make a few of us billionaires, and
yeah, man. Listen.
What's T? Shaking my head.
Right? But I think like we even went into this last pod, like it's like the thing with media is, of course, like those things are gonna get pushed first. I think it's important for us as like black people not to let that kill our spirit. You feel me? And like, you know, be very selective with what you choose to watch. Like, you don't have to watch everything. For example, you know, God bless Buffalo and the tragedy they just went through with the mass shooting.
Saw that video?
That's exactly what I was gonna get into. So someone sent me that video. I didn't watch it. You know what I'm saying? Having the information of what happened was good enough for me.
Wait, there's a video of the whole thing?
So the person live streamed it.
He live
unfortunately,
streamed it, the whole thing.
Yeah.
I thought he was wearing a body camera.
Like GoPro type
yeah,
shit.
I'm not even understanding.
Bullshit.
Yeah, you have to look up. Yo, it's so much that goes
What?
into it.
But this goes into my conversation about trauma porn, right? That video was flagged everywhere, right? Why are people still holding on to the link and holding on to and sending it? And why am I getting sent this video? Let's say I'm having a good day. Why would I want to watch something like that when I already heard the news?
Right.
So it's important for us not to consume everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I didn't watch the video.
Protect your peace. I actually didn't know there was a whole video. I only saw the video I was talking about was the piece of the when he saw it was a white person. He said, "Oh my God, sorry."
Yeah.
That was the only video I saw. I thought that's where the body camera footage was. He live streamed to that bastard. I hope he.
Yeah.
Lord, I hope the Lord takes care of him.
Yeah, I hope he get everything he deserves. Word.
I hope the Lord takes care of him and gets everything that he deserves, because at this point, this is ugly. This is disgusting. Why?
Yeah, word.
What will possess you to do that?
Word.
It's not a piece of paper in a gun range, nigga. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Excuse my French, but like...
Yeah, this shit is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P. to those beautiful lives.
Especially now, we got fucking phones everywhere, cameras everywhere.
Facts.
So it's just like...
Still,
You can open your phone and see it by accident. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, to add some levity into all of this. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't like the day I was on Twitter and the Isaiah Rashad thing happened. I just wish I wasn't on Twitter that day.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
Isaiah Rashad.
You know, you don't even got to do any research
Yeah,
into it. God bless Isaiah. He's cool.
Wait, he's alive?
Oh yeah. Fact, everything's good with him.
It was nothing too tragic.
Ain't nothing tragic about what happened to Isaiah at all.
Personal information.
Yeah, word.
Things,
Facts. It's just stuff
like
that people shouldn't have seen. It was a personal moment that was shared online that people shouldn't have seen. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say, you know, I just wish I wasn't on Twitter that day. Then going on my timeline, I see something that, that's personal. You know that. You know, so. You know, yeah, man.
Was it like nudes or something?
Like
along those lines.
Along those lines, yeah. In that nature.
Word. Yeah, but yeah. God bless everybody in Buffalo. We're sending our love. You feel me?
Sending our love and our prayers, man.
World.
For sure.
Let's get back to
let's end with a light note. Let's end on a light note.
What are some of your favorite movies or films or TV shows?
Growing up? Oh man, so I was like very poor. So we had like that box that gave you signal or the channels, whatever.
Yeah.
So I used to watch a lot of Cyber Chase. I used to watch a lot of like PBS shows and like shows that were like soaps. I used to watch a lot of soap operas, which I should not have when I'm looking back at it. But it gave me the start that I have now, like seeing those and hearing the voiceover. I never really knew what it was, but I always was intrigued. I was always watching it. I was always fascinated with it. And so naturally, when I was an adult, it kind of came back to me. And at Star, our middle school, with Miss Morris. Shout out Miss Morris.
Shout out Miss Morris.
Shout out Miss Morris. You know she's an artist too, right?
God bless her, man. She used to give me a hard time for my uniform. She really did used to give me a hard time for my uniform. You know what I'm saying? Word, but God bless her, word.
Y'all are hilarious. God bless her. I actually taught the other day at Star, and the student said the same.
You didn't give me a hard time for my uniform, bro.
It's like we love Miss Morris. God bless her.
Word,
she was a beautiful soul because she was honest.
For sure.
She was honest to
She wanted the best from us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Word.
Yes, she held us to a high standard. I respect that, but at
most
the
of
same
the
time, I'm
teachers
like,
are stars.
bro.
I want to say.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? Yeah, I love that, and that perspective that y'all showing me is cool because it's like, you as a kid, you have this mindset like, damn, they being hard on me. you why.
Yes.
But like, you wouldn't want your teachers to not give a fuck
Exactly.
about your success or what you do, or like if you not following the rules or whatever, he won't be shit, so it don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The fact that she was on me like, hey, wear your uniform, hey, go to class, hey, do this. So I appreciate that now.
Yes.
In the older.
I always just remember thinking like, do you hate me and love me at the same time? Because it's like when she would discipline you, she would also pull you aside like, I'm doing this because I care. You know, like. And it's just like, I appreciate that as well. We need more educators like that.
No, for sure. Educators that give a fuck, that care.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I'm gonna show you her music so after this.
Nah, for
but
sure.
Yeah, it's beautiful. She's good. But yeah, like, damn, I missed the question. What was you talking about?
I'm sorry, I made you forget your
Caring about the dance song.
We were talking about your movies growing up.
Yes, movies growing up. So yeah, all that extra stuff. Inappropriate things that I probably wasn't gonna see, but great things to just hone in on acting and like just to spark that fuel. And so Maury, Jerry, I was watching all of that.
Nah, I hear that.
Dr. Phil.
That's literally it. And then movie wise, I would say Akeelah and the Bee. That was my classic. Hotel Rwanda, about trauma, yes, but I needed to know that history.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to erase our history in the schools, but
All the classics, Honey, Set It Off.
No, I never watched those until I was older. Because I had Christian parents, so I wasn't watching nothing inappropriate.
Yo, you really like
Baby Boy?
Baby Boy.
I watched that when I was like 20 something. No, I'm so serious.
Yo, you really interesting for real, like, cause
Why?
like you kind of got a piece of everything. You know what I'm saying?
And then, as you grew though,
Yeah.
you evolved into a lot of the stuff that like we been on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, you mean like movie wise and stuff?
Yeah, just like
because
influences.
Baby Boy is been out for mad.
It has. All these movies have. I just never watched them until after maybe I graduated college or when in the pandemic when I had time or something like that. But yeah, it was really
like
late.
that.
But yo, before this camera died, man,
Facts.
this was dope.
This is fun.
We gotta do this
very
again
fun.
sometime. You feel me?
We should. We definitely should do this again. This was fun, and I'll be more prepared. This is my first interview, guys. My first little podcast. Like,
we here,
my
man.
first
We
little,
here,
you know
man.
what I mean?
Yo, follow
Thank you
Angela
so much.
on all socials. They're gonna be tagged in the videos and all the bios. Holler at us, man. SMH Podcast, episode 55. Bow.